check out the Logitech HD Pro Webcam C920, affiliate link below in the video description. Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Matt Jarbo. This is the Mundane Matt channel, and the Emoji Movie comes out this week, and I don't think anyone with two brain cells to rub together cares. It's the Emoji Movie. It looks like ass. However, everyone at my old theater who knows that kid movies tend to do better than other movies are all excited for the business, mostly because the summer season has been very shitty and they all haven't been working as many hours and they just want it to be a success so then they actually have a job. But that being said, there's been a little bit of controversy that's been popping up around the film, mostly due to an interview TJ Miller gave to Variety where he says that the Emoji Movie has a feminist agenda. A feminist agenda. I don't even know what the fuck that means in this case. Now, TJ Miller is a comedian. TJ Miller is a very funny guy. TJ Miller has never been one that's been pushing social progressivism or identity politics online. So I'm really kind of curious what this whole thing is. And believe it or not, it's really like not like that big of a quote, but it has been blowing up a line since people have been talking about this, saying here that it's got a very feminist agenda, just not in a preachy way. Men should be expressive, women should be able to be feminine and girly, while at the same time being assertive and strong protagonists. Now, that's what he says. That's what he's saying about the film and its feminist agenda, right? That men should be expressive, women should be able to be feminine and girly, while at the same time being assertive and strong protagonists. Now, what's funny is the article doesn't go into any other detail about, like, doesn't follow up with that question at all, or doesn't provide any context to a follow-up or anything else for that matter. So we're left to kind of disseminate it on our own and really kind of question what the fuck is going on here. So in order to, I think, look at this thing, I'd have to say for a movie like this to be touted as having a feminist agenda, all right, you'd have to go and look to see who the team is behind the film in order to determine whether or not it does have that mindset. So coming over here to the IMDb, you can see the full cast and crew, and the writing credits are Tony Leondis, Eric Siegel, and Mike White, with Tony Leondis and Eric Siegel working on the story there. So we have 3 writers, all of whom happen to be men. And if I had to go on a limb, I would say probably all of them happen to be white men. And if you look at just the character list right there, you've got Anna Faris, Maya Rudolph, Jennifer Coolidge, Christina Aguilera, Sofia Vergara. You know, there's women in the movie clearly, but Anna Faris is the lead character, the lead female character, and she's not really known for pushing any kind of feminist agenda. Neither is TJ Miller or James Corden sometimes, but ultimately there's nothing really here to denote that there's a feminist agenda at all in the Emoji Movie. It's a story of Gene, TJ Miller's character, who wants to be something different than the emoji that he is, and it's about finding oneself and I guess not being locked into labels, not being locked down into someone else's perspective of you, and so on and so forth. But is that a feminist agenda? Is that kind of story a feminist agenda? I don't really think that it is. But at the same time, the movie's been catching a lot of crap on the other side for failing that. Now, over on the Daily Caller, there's an article that ran today saying the Emoji Movie blasphemes against feminism. And it kind of did. This is where you're seeing both sides of this in a way that just make no fucking sense to me. Saying here, it's bad enough that emojis exist in the first place, let alone that there's something coming out this week called the Emoji Movie. But now people are actually upset about a tweet promoting the movie because it offends their religion, feminism. It kind of does. Saying here, the Emoji Movie, which hits theaters Friday, is drawing criticism online for a questionable tweet parodying Hulu's hit dystopian series, The Handmaid's Tale. The tweet in question features an emoji donned in the handmaid's robe with the caption, "A smartphone original, The Emoji's Tale, blessed be the emoji." And that's the thing right there. You can see that they put that in there. They mocked it up. I don't even know what they were thinking with that, to be honest with you. I don't get it. The concept of A Handmaid's Tale is not what you would argue as being a feminist concept. It's really not. It's not even really about like, you know, like I would say like Christianity. It's definitely a fucking jab at Islam. Like the entire show is basically like recreating Islam, but from a Christian authoritarian regime mindset. And I don't know if I'd call it feminist. It's, you know, strong women definitely, but they're not out there like going like sisterhood or nothing like that. They're just trying to like not be raped. So it's more, you know, it applies to anyone. You know, and then it says here that if the marketing team behind this movie thought people would get a kick out of a mild joke about a popular television program, they now know better. They've deleted the offending tweet, but not before they alienated all the staunch feminists who were until now clamoring to see this fine motion picture. So yeah, I mean, they put it out there. It didn't go as well as they wanted to. I honestly don't understand why they're trying to use a television program about women who are effectively raped once a month under this regime to promote this PG-rated child's film, unless they're trying to find a way to coax the mothers to taking their children to see it. It ultimately makes zero sense to me, but that again is the world we live in right now, and I'm glad that they pulled it. I just find it funny that feminists got super upset at this because of that. So you could argue that like them posting this kind of thing might push that feminist agenda. TJ Miller saying that it's talking about a feminist agenda, just not in a preachy way. I don't know what any of it means. I don't know if this is just like TJ Miller running his mouth and not understanding what the fuck he's talking about, or if the marketing team is just really, really, really trying to capitalize on everything Sesame Street does well. Because I think that's what this boils down to, just as a quick side note. Sesame Street is known for parroting like adult-themed content, like True Blood. They named it True Mud. And that was like, you know, talking about that. They did Game of Thrones. They parodied Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. So they are good at parodying these adult themed stories and then you know, doing it well. Whereas this on the other hand is just to quote Cleveland, nasty. You know, it just doesn't make any sense. It's ridiculous. It's so stupid. It's another reason why I think this movie is going to flop hard this weekend. The Emoji Movie is something no one cares about, and it's just another nail in Sony's coffin as we patiently await for Marvel to step up and buy them so they can get the rights to Spider-Man back. But what do you guys think about this? Does anything about this movie even seem remotely feminist? Does anything about this movie even seem remotely like ingrained anywhere near feminism, or is it just like trying to preach feminism as a marketing tool? These are things I'm curious to know. Go ahead and let me know in the comments. My name is, of course, Matt Jarbo. This is the Mundane Matt channel. I will talk to you guys later. Have yourself a great day, and peace out.